Uh, Today, I'm not going to deliver anything, like I am not going to give my views or something like that as such. But a very inquisitive question has come into my mind with relation to widow remarriage in Islam. Uh, Let me like before I go ahead, let's keep the question from a traditional point of view, because we know that today in today's modern world marriage has a bit hodgepodge definition or understanding. So let's keep things from a traditional perspective. Now, let me say, let me speak why this question has why this question has come into my mind for widow remarriage in Islam. Uh, I come from a Hindu Bunds community. Now, generally, traditionally, in a Bunds community, that is in my community, uh, widow remarriage is not encouraged as such, but it is allowed. Though in Hindu traditions, if you see, there are many variations. Like for example, there is a somewhat very harsh reality of sati, which used to happen in not all the communities of Hindus, but some of the communities of Hindus where widows used to be were falling sati. This was also one reality. And then I once asked one of my close relative, "What do you think about widow remarriage?" So he told me that personally he would prefer that there should be one husband and one wife only, and if, for example, if the uh, husband dies and if the wife has children, like they have a children, so she should not remarry. But if she does not have a children, so she can marry. So I asked him, what about male then? So he was not able to answer. Then there is examples of Hindus where people have stuck to one partner only, whatever might be the consequences if one of the partner died or not. So they stuck to the one partner. That is also one part. Then I read something of some clips or some pamphlets of Arya Samaj, which was founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati, who used to say that go back to Vedas, and he used to say that during Vedic period, there was widow remarriage. Widow remarriage was allowed. So this is what as was the background of my question. Now coming to my question, which I think so you can answer through uh, comments. Anyone, like it need not be Muslims only, any Hindu also if he is aware. Reason behind is not to get converted to Islam, because I am very much happy as a Hindu bunds. But since we are hearing that Islam is the fastest growing religion, so since Islam is the fastest growing religion, and we are member of this world, we have to know some perspective of Islam, uh, not with the intention of converting. No, I don't have the intention of converting, because, as I told you, I am happy as a Hindu once. Let me be frank. But with the intention of knowing that since we know that Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world, so we have to know many of the realities. There are many principles. I have read somewhat about Islam and I have been very much impressed, and I have my own understanding of Islam, which might be not traditional as such, but I don't have any like as any religion. From my perspective, many religions have good and bad. Similarly, I feel that many there are good points in Islam and there are bad points in Islam also. Like Hinduism also, there are many good points and many bad points. And plus, I have my own understanding of Islam or Hinduism or any other religion from whatever I've read. So that is my personal thing. So this was the background. So why I'm asking this? Generally, we are told that since, as I told you, my point of questioning this widow remarriage in Islam is from the perspective of knowing uh, it's how it stands, since it's a fastest growing religion. Now everyone knows that in Islam, everyone, I won't say everyone, at least to my knowledge, I know that uh, uh, in Islam, not only marriage, but even widow remarriage or gents remarriage, uh, widowers remarriage is encouraged in Islam, to my knowledge. It's not just a remarriage of it's not just marriage is encouraged. Marriage is always encouraged in Islam, but to my understanding, even widow or widowers remarriage is encouraged in Islam. So from point of perspective, if I'm not mistaken, when like this question comes from the to the founder of Islam, because he's the ideal situations whose life we can imitate. Like once his first wife died, that is Khadija, if I'm not, pronunciation might be wrong, sorry. Because he is the ideal Muslim to whom we can look, or his first initial followers were the ideal Muslims whom we can understand what they meant. So my question is, we know that once his first wife expired, like went to the abode of heaven, God, he remarried. We know that, but once he left, like I don't know how many wives he had. Uh, Once he went to the abode of God, peace be upon him, did his widows who were without him, did they marry or not marry? This is the question. If yes, they remarried, then it sticks to the principle that Islam encourages the remarriages of widows. But if no, they did not remarry after his going to the abode of God. Uh, so if they did not marry? I do not know if they married or not married. If they did not marry, what is the reason they did not marry? Uh, because as I told you, to my knowledge, widow remarriage or widower remarriage is encouraged in Islam. So what is the reason for them not remarrying after his leaving to the abode of God, Prophet Muhammad's peace be upon him, leaving to the abode of God? Well, why, if they did not marry, what is the reason? So this is, as I told you, this is a not my deliverance. My it's my inquisitive question of knowing this fact or this principle from as with the intention to know the fastest growing religion, Islam. That's it. Thank you.